The forest is timeless, its rhythms unfolding for millennia, indifferent to human concerns. Today, two figures, separated by 1,000 years, but united by the need to survive, move through this ancient landscape. One is a modern special forces operator, the other a Viking, each shaped by their era's philosophy of survival. This is not a battle of weapons, but of mindsets, tactical efficiency versus ancestral connection. In the silent forest, their approaches will be tested to the limit. The Viking stands wrapped in wool and leather, his clothing handcrafted for both warmth and resilience, shaped by centuries of tradition. His tools are simple, yet each one is a product of generations of refinement. A sayax for carving and defense, an axe for building and protection, fire, steel and flint for sparking life from the cold earth. These objects are more than tools. They are extensions of his ancestors' ingenuity, passed down through stories and daily use, connecting him to a lineage that survived by adapting to the land. He moves with patience and quiet confidence, blending seamlessly into the landscape. Where others might see only tangled undergrowth or impassable terrain, he sees a world rich with resources and subtle signs, tracks in the mud, the bend of a branch, the call of a distant bird. Every step is guided by an intimate knowledge of the land, a relationship built on respect and observation, not domination. In contrast, the modern Special Forces operator is clad in advanced technical fabrics, engineered for maximum performance in the harshest conditions. His gear is the result of cutting-edge science, lightweight, durable, and packed with features. He approaches the wilderness as a challenge to be overcome, a problem to be solved with the right tools and tactics, relying on training and technology to tip the odds in his favor. Every movement is precise, every decision calculated for efficiency and security. He studies maps, analyzes terrain, and plans each action with military discipline. His mindset is analytical, always seeking the most effective solution, minimizing risk and maximizing control over his environment. For him, survival is a matter of preparation, strategy, and execution. The Viking's knowledge is lived, inherited through generations, taught by elders around the fire, and learned through experience in the wild. It is a wisdom that grows with each season, shaped by the rhythms of nature. The operator's expertise, on the other hand, is drilled and systematic, forged in rigorous training sessions and honed by repetition, designed to be reliable under pressure and adaptable to any scenario. One seeks harmony with the world around him, moving in tune with the cycles of the earth, while the other seeks to control and master his surroundings, using technology and discipline to bend nature to his will. Their approaches reflect two distinct philosophies, one rooted in coexistence, the other in command. In the end, their philosophies shape every step they take, guiding their choices and defining their relationship with the wild. Whether through ancestral wisdom or modern discipline, each path offers its own strengths, challenges, and lessons for survival. The Viking, drawing on centuries-old tradition, begins by building a sturdy lean-to from fir poles, carefully selecting each one for strength and flexibility. He lashes them together with supple spruce roots, a technique passed down through generations, ensuring the frame will withstand wind and rain. For the roof, he layers thick boughs, weaving them tightly to create a natural thatch that sheds water and insulates against the cold. On the ground, he raises a bed of springy branches, lifting himself above the damp earth and providing a measure of comfort in the wild. Every step is deliberate, rooted in survival wisdom honed by his ancestors. He gathers water from a nearby stream, mindful of its clarity and flow, then brings it to a rolling boil over a campfire he sparks to life using flint and dried fungus. The process is slow, requiring patience and skill, but it ensures the water is safe to drink. He sets simple snares and deadfall traps for small game, placing them along animal trails and near burrows, hoping to secure a meal by morning. Each task is a balance of effort and reward, dictated by the rhythms of the land. Foraging for edible plants, fishing with hand-carved hooks, and hunting with a bow, the Viking draws on a deep well of knowledge. He recognizes the subtle signs of animal movement, the edible shoots hidden beneath the undergrowth, and the best spots to cast a line. His survival depends on his ability to read the landscape and adapt to its challenges, blending skill with intuition. The operator, meanwhile, approaches shelter with a different mindset. He constructs a low-profile debris hut, using fallen branches and leaves to blend seamlessly into the forest floor. Concealment is his top priority. Every angle is considered, every surface broken up to avoid detection. Comfort is secondary to security. His shelter is designed to be invisible to both human eyes and thermal imaging. For sustenance, the operator relies on modern tools. He purifies water with a compact filter, working quickly and efficiently to minimize exposure. His movements are practiced and silent, leaving little trace of his presence. Food is rationed, and every action is calculated to conserve energy and avoid leaving evidence behind. His shelter serves as an observation post, a temporary base for surveillance rather than a home. From here, he can monitor his surroundings, gather intelligence, and remain undetected, always ready to move at a moment's notice. The Viking finds calm in the repetition of daily rituals, tending the fire, sharpening tools, and preparing food, while the operator finds focus in strict routines, checking gear, scanning the perimeter, and maintaining discipline. Each draws strength from their habits, shaped by their unique worlds. Both are masters of efficiency, but their goals could not be more different. The Viking seeks to endure and thrive in harmony with nature, while the operator's aim is to survive unseen, always prepared to vanish without a trace. The Viking's shelter blends into the forest, his fire smoke barely visible, his movements gentle and adaptive. He trusts the land, finding stability in belonging. The operator dominates his environment, clearing sight lines, setting tripwires, and minimizing his signature. His discipline is relentless, his focus absolute. The Viking's resilience comes from connection, the operator's from control. One is at home, the other on mission. Their strengths are reflections of their worldviews. The Viking senses a disturbance, unnatural sense, perfect footprints, knowing he's no longer alone. He sharpens his awareness, shifting from survival to strategy. The operator spots a wisp of smoke, analyzes the scene, and begins reconnaissance. The Viking uses the land to mislead, leaving false trails and subtle signs. The operator circles, gathering intelligence, seeking patterns and weaknesses. The forest becomes a chessboard, each man adapting to the other's moves. The contest shifts from endurance to wits. The psychological game has begun. The Viking sets non-lethal snares and camouflages his tracks, turning the forest into an alarm system. The operator triggers traps deliberately, feeding false information and masking his true movements. He observes the Viking from concealment, studying routines and waiting for an opening. The Viking, realizing he's watched, abandons his camp, becoming a nomad. The operator finds his quarry elusive, the forest itself aiding the Viking's evasion. It's a battle of wits, technology versus intuition. Neither can gain the upper hand for long. There is no single victor in every battle. Context is the true decider of who comes out on top. The environment, the era, and the circumstances all play a crucial role in shaping the outcome. What works in one situation may fail in another, and the strengths of each contender are revealed only when the stage is set. For long-term survival, the Viking's regenerative methods and deep knowledge of the land give him a unique advantage. His connection to the rhythms of nature, his ability to cultivate, harvest, and adapt allow him to endure through harsh seasons and changing times. The Viking's wisdom is passed down through generations, rooted in tradition and resilience. He thrives with the land, not just surviving, but building a sustainable existence. Every action is in harmony with his environment, from constructing sturdy shelters to foraging and fishing with skill. His life is a testament to patience, resourcefulness, and the power of living in balance with nature. In a short-term tactical contest, the Special Forces operator's speed, advanced technology, and relentless focus give him the edge. He is trained for rapid response, precision, and adaptability in high-stakes situations. His tools and tactics are designed for immediate impact, making him a formidable opponent in the heat of conflict. Yet every advantage has its limits. The Viking's routines can be tracked, his patterns observed. The operator's gear, while powerful, is finite. Ammunition runs out, batteries die, and supplies dwindle. Both face vulnerabilities shaped by their methods and the environments they navigate. Each excels in his own domain, one deeply rooted in tradition and the cycles of the earth, the other relentless in pursuit, driven by innovation and urgency. Their strengths are reflections of the worlds they inhabit. Ultimately, the winner depends on the question: who endures over time, or who prevails in the moment of conflict? The answer shifts with the context, as time and circumstance tips the scales. Both are masters, but of different worlds, each shaped by their own challenges, each a testament to the power of context. This silent contest reveals two paths to resilience. The operator embodies innovation, discipline, and the power of adaptation. The Viking represents ancestral wisdom and harmony with nature. True resilience may lie in bridging these worlds, combining tactical efficiency with deep-rooted knowledge. Both teach us that survival is about mindset, creativity, and humility. The human spirit endures through adaptability, whether by will or wisdom. In the forest, these two masters show us the enduring story of humanity.